Season is officially here. We're working for you to make sure that you are prepared to file those taxes here. Joining us live, IRS Representative Tulino Raphael to give us some more insight on this and how we can prepare. All right, Tulino, the tax documents are coming in. They're coming in the mail. Start organizing those now, right?
Yeah, always a good idea to go in steps. That way you can maybe not overwhelm yourself if you're doing it yourself.
Right.
So more than half of us actually use a tax professional. So maybe organize that so you give it to your tax pro in a nice manner so he or she can do it for you. But yeah, organizing and do it in steps, making sure you don't miss out on anything.
Right.
Making sure you have all those documents that are coming in, 1099, 1098, W-2s, all that before you file, because you want to file when ready,
right,
as opposed to maybe doing it as fast as you can to get that refund, which is great, and you should do that, as most people do get a refund anyway, but you want to make sure it's accurate the first time, and that way you might want to wait, file when you're ready and have all those things.
There are some benefits of doing it yourself, but certainly benefits to hiring someone. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, it depends on what you're comfortable with, of course.
Yeah.
And most of us can navigate software, and the software holds your hand all the way through it. And it's no different like if you're going online to shop and navigate the web and do all those things. So you can do it yourself, and you'd be surprised. A lot of folks have this like psychology. Hey, I don't want to deal with it.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So you choose wisely when you do that, because no matter who prepares it, you're the one responsible for the information that's on it once you sign it. So really look out and choose wisely. Choose somebody looking out in your best interest, word of mouth, ask your neighbors, ask your friends, because no matter what, it's an intimate relationship if you think about it. You're giving your financial information to somebody to prepare a tax return for you. So you want to be able to trust them and know that you're getting a good, honest return. And look at it when you're done, because you're the one signing it. Make sure it reflects accurately your situation.
Sure. You mentioned, you touched on it a little bit. Most people do get a return?
About 70%.
Okay, and what are we talking about?
7 of 10. The average refund for the last several years, God, I don't know, 15, 20 years now, somewhere between $2,000 and $3,000. So depending on the year and what's going on in terms of the laws and legislation and credits and deductions that are available, and it changes and it varies from year to year, that's where it generally is. But as you get that refund, think about you don't have to get it. So maybe in tax planning, you're in 2024, we're filing for 23, maybe make some adjustments. If you're getting a big refund, put that money in your pocket throughout the whole year, as opposed to waiting until you file a return to get it back next spring. So things to keep in mind. Or on the other side of it, if you find you got a balance due, you didn't take care of some of the things you should have taken care of, maybe some tax planning, not a bad idea.
Change that around a little bit. Anything new as far as the nation's lawmakers? Is there anything that's changed?
We didn't get too much legislation last year that really changed much. There's some EV credits and things that came along. The Inflation Reduction Act came along in 22 that gave the IRS a lot more funding, so better service and better chance of you getting through on the phones or making an appointment and those kinds of things. And so that all is helping us be better stewards of tax administration and such. But generally speaking, not too much major change from one year to the next.
Touch on the child tax credit. Where does that stand, and what do people need to know about that?
If legislation passes, and when it's enacted, we'll act accordingly like we normally do. Otherwise, it's still as it normally is. I know that's part of pending legislation, but generally, once that happens or once that's enacted, the IRS does what we're told based on that law. But for now, it's still what it is.
Should folks be looking into itemizing, or should they just kind of go with the standard deductions, or what kind of homework do they need to do?
You want to take the bigger one, obviously, right? The one that's going to lower your tax, right, or give you the greatest refund. And that the software is going to do it for you, your tax pro. But the bottom line is, Schedule A, taxes changed a little bit from the law in 2017 and 18, so that has a lot more folks not itemizing. In other words, taking the standard deduction. In fact, it's almost 9 of 10.
Oh, okay.
We take the standard deduction now.
What are some of the biggest questions you guys get or concerns from taxpayers as to this process and everything?
I would say probably how to avoid, or what happens if I get audited, or that kind of, the audit question, that kind of a thing. But if you're doing everything you're supposed to do, you'll be fine. If you get a letter in the mail, chances are, and we send a lot of those out, just respond to it. Perhaps it's something you missed, or the IRS made a mistake. That happens. Or you missed out on something. Respond to the letter and be done with it.
From there. Any rules that people should be cognizant of as far as when they're filing their taxes, or anything that your advice or suggestion when you're sitting down to get it done?
E-file, choose direct deposit.
Okay, that's the best way.
I suppose that'd be the first thing that comes off the top.
Yeah, and if you're filing, you probably want that money. You just got to make sure you got to wait for all the right documents.
Correct. Yeah, 3 weeks or less for most paperless returns. So, and that's about 9 of 10 of all returns now are done. If you're self-preparing, chances are you're on the computer using software. Or if you're a tax professional, you have to.
Yeah.
But the quickest way to your refund is an e-filed return with direct deposit. Yeah.
Tulino, thanks for coming in.
Yeah,
Always appreciate our annual chat about taxes.
Glad to be here. Thanks so much for having me.
We're taking a quick break. We'll be right back with your top headlines and your updated forecast. Keep it here.